Hey everyone, John Woo here, your favorite international action director from Hong Kong. I'm here to tell you about the most magical place on earth. And I ain't talking about Disneyland because that mouse can go straight to hell. I'm talking about Hogwarts, the magical castle where you go fly in a train and go do your thing, and you get your magic wand and you get your owl and you say hi to Dumbledore, and Dumbledore says, "Hey, put on this magic hat." And you put on the hat and it talks to you. It's kind of an asshole, but he knows what he's talking about. So then you go do your thing and you kill goblins and you kill dragons and you drink the magical fizzleberry juice and fly up in the air and turn invisible and all that junk. Whatever you do, do not say his name. He whose name shall not be spoken, do not say his name. I'll tell your mother if you say his name. Anyways, go to Hogwarts, become a wizard. You know, a magical guy doing the magic and things. And I'll vouch for you. You know, John Woo. John Woo from Hong Kong. International action director and wizard from Hogwarts. Love you.
Oh my God, we're live. I got to make sure I mute everything. We are live, guys. Episode 6 of, I think, guys, this is our last episode. I think this is our, I don't know. I think word from above told us that, I don't know if we're going to be renewed for a second season. What do you guys think? What do you think our chances are for a season 2?
Yeah.
We gotta leave it on a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? We gotta leave it on a cliffhanger. No. We gotta want people to come back. You know, maybe Jason will die, but off screen. But we don't know what's gonna happen until you have to come back for season 2. You know, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
I was gonna say we should have, you know, hour and 20-minute long episodes, but I think we're already there.
Well, listen. I try to make it a tight 60-minute episode, but Jason just doesn't shut the fuck up. He just wants to keep yappity yap, and I'm like, dear God. And then, you know, I have to trim it down, and it's always an hour and 20 minutes. But yeah, episode 6, man. You know, I can't believe we made it this far. I feel like it was only 6 weeks ago that we did episode 1. Wow, it seems such a lot. Because literally, it was 6 weeks ago that we did episode 1. Before
we've been through the trenches, guys.
You know, yeah. Look, I used to be white. Now I'm Hispanic. My credit score went down the drain. I used to have an 820. Is it possible to get 820? I don't know. I've never had credit that high before. What is it, 900? I don't know. Jason's the one. He's born with perfect credit. Kane and I are born with like negative credit, I think. Right out of the womb, we get a credit card and we already owe money. Yeah. So episode 6. I feel like we're like in a like one of those Marvel, universes or whatever, man. We're interconnected. All these 6 episodes that we've done. Are we a limited series, Kane? Are we a limited series?
Yeah, until we make the big bucks, then we just keep going.
Get that money. All right, going around the table. Jason, man, how you doing, man? How you look? You look like you have a big hairy pussy on your lap.
I do have a big hairy pussy.
Jason brought show and tell. Show us your buddy. Good Lord, you need a trim, sir. You need a shave. It is all just bushy down there. Maintenance, sir. Maintenance. Yeah. Introduce us to your friend. What's his or her name?
Rabies. Hi, Rabies.
It's gravy, not rabies.
I swear to God, I heard rabies. Yeah. How old is the cat? Tell us a little bit about him.
He's gray.
That's his breed.
He's 14 years old.
What kind? 14? So in dog years, that's like 120. Wow, he is up there.
He likes long walks on the beach. He likes to get his morning workout in. He likes to hack up and puke on the floor and have to clean it up.
Yeah. Does he wake you up in the morning?
Actually, he fucking does every damn morning again.
What time? Like 4 a.m.? Wow! Feed me, bitch! Feed me, bitches! Well, welcome our special guest tonight. Surprise is Gravy. He'll be on the. We're gonna put him on the microphone. He's gonna be asking questions. Anybody want to call in, ask him a question? Please feel free. Let us know. And
Just, look out, he gets a little catty.
oh, wait.
Bad jokes.
Hold on. I have my soundboard somewhere. I have it. Where is it? Where's my soundboard? Kane, how you doing, man? How you doing, man? The only reason we started this show is I could check up on you guys, hang out with you, since we can't really embrace or give each other hugs in real life like we used to. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Just been job hunting. I applied for a job today. You might have
Starbucks.
seen my post.
Oh no, I don't fucking follow you. I'm like, fuck, Kane's an asshole.
You blocked me.
I blocked you. Sorry, I didn't mean for you to find out this way. Where did you what field did you apply to? Are you going to be a superstar? Am I going to see you on the screen, or am I going to go to like a website late at night and like find you where I'm not supposed to find you? Like where did you apply?
All of those things. Because A24. So for job at A24.
Seriously? Holy shit. Wait, are you trying to tell me that you're gonna be working with that Ari Aster bastard guy? What's his name? Is that where
that genius?
That you shut your mouth right now. What did you apply for, man? I'm curious.
Just a general job thing.
You're gonna
just dump your resume off. So,
dude, that's badass, man.
Yeah, I'm sure my resume is in the track.
Coming soon from A24. They'll give a movie to anybody nowadays. Apparently, Jesus Christ, over at A24.
They'll give one to me. They're like, we haven't even hired you yet. You want a movie?
From the perverted mind of Kane Black comes Midsummer Nights 2, or whatever the hell is that movie is called. Northman 2.
Returns.
Die, Dark Man, die.
Northman 3, Return of Durant.
I'm sorry, but I'm Kay knows, and all my friends know that I have I wouldn't call it hate, but I am very an outspoken
passionate
disliker of Ari Asshead, or what's his name, Aster or whatever his name is. I haven't seen anything before until that Hereditary movie. I went in and I came out in a bad mood. Like, that movie made me get angry at a waiter at a Chili's, because I was like, we were sitting at the table, we're like, wow, what the hell did we just watch? And the guy's like, are you guys ready? I'm not ready yet. Leave me alone. The movie has affected me that much. I haven't seen Midsommar or whatever. Have you seen it, Kane?
I haven't. It's on my. It's one of.
You're supposed to watch it before you work. Did you put it on your resume that you watched all his movies?
But I haven't watched it yet. Oh yeah.
Yeah, on my resume, I haven't seen anything from A24. I thought it was just a cool job to work at. Hey, are they located in New Jersey?
They are in New York and Los Angeles, so they have offices on either coast.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Kane. Hopefully, you get the job, and then you'll be able to send me, stacks of 4K Midsummer copies, so I could go burn them. Do what like they did with the ET game, the Atari ET game, where they just bulldozered a bunch of them and then hit them out in the desert somewhere.
Yeah,
that's what my mission is, to do that for Hereditary and Midsummer. Every movie that's coming out from Ari Asshead that's what's gonna happen. Even his short movies. But anyways, Kane, it sounds like you're doing good. Speaking of, it sounds like you're doing great. But I wanted to keep this show PG, but you know what? I can't help myself. I always slip up. But you know what? I guess I'm gonna keep it 80's PG. Because 80's PG, apparently you could say a bunch of F words, right? Like Beetlejuice, nice fucking model. What else? Apparently a PG in the 80's is rated R now, I guess. So I guess take that how you is. So today's title of this show is going to be, it's the PG show. So no cussing from here on out, only 80's PG, nothing else. whatever. If you want to take off your shirt, that's acceptable. That's still 80s PG. We're not hitting the rated R territory just yet. But
So we already used up the one F word then.
I think we use this. I think we use this. I think we use this several times. Guys, so I live in Phoenix, unfortunately. Am I right, Jason? Am I right? I went to Phoenix. I'm going to call it Phoenix Comic-Con. I'm not ready to call it Phoenix Fan Fusion just yet. So I went. Were we all there 2019, the last time we were allowed to go to a con?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Jason was there. I think Jason wanted to punch a chick out because I think that was the year that this girl put all our phones down her shirt. And I think Jason was like, "I'm gonna call the cops on you," and then proceeded to almost punch her in the face.
He's pretty mad.
Yeah, he got pretty mad up there. 2019 was a good year for con because that was the last time that I remember getting drunk, having a blast. This year just felt different because none of you guys were there. Kane, you weren't there to do your panel that you usually do. So I just went for a day and it was fun. It was nice to be back in that type of environment. Obviously everybody had. I mean, you didn't have to wear masks. I didn't wear a mask, so I have it. I have it. No, I don't. But I think, but everybody was more cautious. The vendor hall was a lot smaller, but at the same time, it still looks like it was bigger. I swear to God, it was just huge. But yeah, hopefully, Jason. I don't know. We should have gone. I think you were busy. I don't know what you were doing. Who knows? What were you doing that day, that day, Jason? Oh, okay. Your microphone is off. God damn it, Jason! Son of a! We give him one thing to do. Kate, is your microphone off?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, I can hear you. Jason, I think your microphone is off. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So, do you what do you have in New Jersey, Kate, like equivalent to Phoenix Comic Con or whatever?
I don't know if there's a big con in New Jersey. I think there's a Garden State Comic Con.
Yeah,
but it might be because the big one is New York Comic Con, so I think everyone just goes to that. But I've seen.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go. Are you planning to go to New York Comic Con if that becomes available?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, finally,
Yeah.
Jesus, that 45 seconds of no audio. You mess up the groove, man. Are you planning on? I've always wanted to go to New York Comic Con. I heard that was actually pretty good. But isn't that kind of almost equivalent of like San Diego Comic Con almost?
Yeah, I think I know it's at least in the top 5, but I think it might be second to San Diego.
San Diego, yeah, man. Are you gonna go to Comic Con or Phoenix Comic Con? Are you gonna go to Phoenix Comic Con? Are you gonna go to New York Comic Con?
I'm thinking of it, yeah.
Only a bunch of pussies go. PG, 80s PG. Only a bunch of pussies go to Comic Con. New York.
I probably have to get a hotel and stuff like that because I mean,
just commute every day. What is it, like 3 hours? Yeah, you're fine. Don't be a pansy, dude.
Train takes an hour and a half.
Just sleep on the train. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, John Woo, highly recommended. New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con. Highly recommend it. Tell John Woo sent you.
Don't see the trailer for Face On.
I remember. I'll never forget. Jason. What year was it that you dressed up as Heath Ledger's Joker? Was it like 2017, 2018? I think it might have been like 2016 or some shit.
I think that was the 2016 one.
Yeah, it was 2016. It was scary because we shared a hotel room. So I wake up in the morning and I look in the corner and Jason's decked out in his Heath Ledger Joker outfit, sitting there having a scotch at like 8 a.m. And I'm like, ah! So he was walking. All I got to say, he was very popular. He was very popular. I'm not even joking. Every 3 minutes, because that was the year that
Quinn movie.
Suicide Squad came out. So like 90% of all the costumes and the girls had were dressed as Harley Quinn, and of course, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? And Jason's like, of course, and I'm like, ugh. So I was the guy that had to take the damn picture. And we took a lot of pictures, man. This guy was very popular that year, and he was just like, whatever. But how long does
I'm
that?
upset.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No,
I
I'm
want a
upset
killer Joker.
because I wanted the one. Remember the one that was going down the escalator?
So there,
and the butt on that one. Oh my god!
So according to Jason, there's one that got away, and
Yes.
and of course, in a sea of Harley Quinns, I guess we lost her. So that was like 6 years ago. You're like, how long does because he's decked out, dude. The face, the hair, and all that. How long does all that shit take you, Jason?
It could take a good 30 minutes.
God damn, you have it down. You had it down, right? Do you still have that shit? You got to dress up on stream one day.
I don't mind. I love it.
Do it.
Look, it takes a few minutes to put on the clothes, and then what I do first is I forgot what the name of the stuff is called, but
Come, PG.
it tightens up. You say come? Yes. Anyways, the it's like a type. I think girls use it for makeup too,
Okay.
but it's a cum that hardens up. Anyway, no. That's
PG.
pretty dirty.
That's still PG.
Okay, yeah, it is. But anyways, no, you put this stuff on. I forgot what it's called, and what it does is it makes your turns your skin, like basically it kind of just rolls it up like that.
Oh, that's
And
kind
the
of
more
cool.
you put on, the more it kind of helps do that.
Yeah.
And then that's how I would do right here. Then all the other spots here, the little extra scars you saw, and this spot right here.
Yeah.
And after I did that part, that takes like basically like good 10, 15 minutes. The rest of that is just fly. It's just the makeup. I'm using my hands like how you see him do it in the movies. Basically, I start with the black, kind of just rub it around like that, and then I just put the cream on, and I get the powder, and I just kind of like do that real quick. Make the lipstick, you just
Hell yeah, man.
Did with the finger lips.
Yeah, it was a fun year. It was a fun year because we went to eat Thai food. So I ate Thai food with Heath Ledger's Joker. But it was funny because you were trying to like avoid like your prosthetics or whatever falling out the stuff while you were eating. That was the first time I ever had Thai food. Kane, are you a fan of Thai food?
Yeah, love Thai food.
It's spicy. Why does it always have to be so spicy? Can't they just serve normal Thai food that doesn't have level 1,000 Schofield or whatever, hotness or whatever? God damn it. Jason, you have to have you have to have your Thai the hottest, right? Like it has to be the highest level or what? Here we go. It went. Your mic went muted again. Kane, do you have to have your Thai food hot, or do you like it like? Oh, there we go. Jason, do you have to have your Thai food the hottest ever?
Yes, I have to have everything hot.
Why? Doesn't it hurt going in and coming out?
You get used to it after a while. Actually,
it's just a nonstop flow of just diarrhea, river of diarrhea, just everywhere. I can't. I've been on this planet for 39 and a half years, and I haven't been able to get used to spicy food. And I'm a beaner, for crying out loud. You would think jalapenos. We invented jalapenos, so you would think that I would be a. No, I'm like, no, take the jalapenos off that, please. That's how I talk in real life. This is my radio voice.
Real voice.
This is my radio. But as soon as I hit the all right night, having a good night, guys. Wasn't that a good show, guys? That was a good show, right, guys?
you're not a true beaner because you were born with bad credit. You weren't born being able to eat spicy food. So
I was born with horrible credit. I was born in debt. And then on top of that, I don't like spicy food. So what's wrong? What am I? I think I was outcasted from my people. So I'm just like this loner that wanders the earth who doesn't like. Everywhere I go, I have to ask for can you make it not spicy? And then they kick me out. So it's just I'm just doomed to wander this planet by myself. But but what makes Thai food so good though, Jason? Why do you have to have it so hot? Is it the hotness that just makes it taste good, or is it that the pain? Every time you eat, do you have to be in pain? Is that what Thai food stand for?
I mean, I'm never in pain, but you are.
Yeah, but doesn't so you're telling me that, but you're sweating, right? You're sweating, but you're not in pain, right? Is that what you're saying? It just intensifies it, right?
You know what's funny? They ask the same thing out there too when they see me sweat, and they go, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. It might make me sweat, but I have no problem." What the hell?
We're losing him. Too much spice. It stopped his heart.
Oh,
Clear. Yeah. No. I. You know. I guess we got to go try it sometime soon, Jason. You got to reintroduce me. I hope I don't. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna record a live show at the restaurant.
but I love Thai food in general. It's like a adventure of flavors. I mean, it's one of the dishes out there that you can use. Like lately, that's what you think I've been dieting on. It's basically just a dish called krapao, but
Yeah.
instead of using garlic powder, chili powder, and all that crap, I use like actual garlic, actual chili. Like the only thing I use is soy sauce. That's it.
Soy sauce, that ruins the whole purpose of everything, man. You screwed it up. No. All right. So I want to let's get into why we're really here, guys. Let's get into why we really met up. Did anybody check out Obi-Wan Kenobi? I know Jason did.
Yes, sir.
And what are you doing? You look like you're focusing on something.
He is. He's focusing on your eyes. He's getting lost in your eyes. It's easy to get lost in your eyes. Jason, did you watch Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Fuck no.
Okay, so all right. I'll say this. I watched the first 3 episodes. All I gotta say is that the first 2 episodes are good. The 3rd episode is awesome. That's all I gotta say. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it involves Star Wars. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say anything else.
Star Trek?
Yeah. Oh shoot, which one am I watching? Wait a minute, I thought this was Star Trek. I was waiting for the crossover episode. Kane, you saw the first 2 episodes. What'd you think, man? Was it too slow? Was it just right? Is it good to catch up with Ian McGregor?
Oh, I liked it a lot. I think he was the best thing out of the prequels, so I'm glad to see him coming back and sort of doing his Obi-Wan in a tone that's not as goofy as the prequels.
That's the thing. That's what it took me a little bit to get used to, because we're not using George Lucas's goofy ass script. You know what I'm saying? We're actually, we got some talented writers. No offense, George Lucas. You know, he's actually in the chat right now. Wow, what do you mean, guys? I thought, wait, what? Wow, come on. I'm a billionaire. No offense. He's a horrible writer, great world builder, but it's just really jarring at first to have Obi-Wan speak actual lines that make sense, and you're right, not as goofy about it. But is this, how many years later is this? Is this about what, 10 years later?
A decade, yeah. It's 10
Yeah, or
years later.
something. He still has, he hasn't aged a bit, man. That fucking guy looks the same for like 20 years ago. I like it. I'm curious to see where they're taking it. Is this a limited series or is it ongoing?
As far as I know, it's limited. I think there's only 6 episodes for the series. So
That's not enough, man. That's not
I know.
enough. Because I watched the first 3 episodes and we're like, okay, well, I mean, we only have 3 more, and I don't know how much they're gonna cover, because those 3 episodes go really fast, because first episode was like 50 minutes. The second episode was like barely 40 minutes, like maybe just under. And then you got a 45-minute episode on the third. So like, what exactly are we trying to accomplish here? And I know what they're doing, because we're catching up with, because Obi-Wan basically was put in charge of Anakin, right? Or Luke, sorry, Luke. Yeah, Anakin. Luke Skywalker, baby Luke, right? And so basically that's the plot, and then shit happens, and of course Twitter got really toxic and started bashing on the on that black chick that's essentially the bad guy, I guess. And they it basically turned racist on in the fandom, which I'm not even surprised, for crying out loud. I'm like, yeah, it sounds about right. So of course you got, apparently we can't have people of color in Star Wars. It has to be white, blue eyes, blonde hair. It has to be all that stuff. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. Watch episode 3, Kane. It's really, really good.
I'm really
Hopefully.
excited.
What's next in the Star Wars universe, man? What do we got? What do we got coming up after Obi-Wan Kenobi?
The what's his name? Jesus, the
Mexican
guy from Rogue One.
The Mexican.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I have my own show. See.
Star Wars, the Mexican. That's what it's called.
Hey, we
Diego Luna.
Yeah, we exist in Star Wars universe. So at least I know my people. My people are alive and well. Well, I mean, it did happen a long time ago. Yeah,
Mandalorian, right?
No, what? Yeah, it basically focuses on Diego Luna's character from Rogue One or Rogue whatever the heck. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a limited series on that one. I don't think they're going to go for many seasons because he blows up. So yeah, so Star Wars Celebration happened this past weekend, right, during Comic-Con. What did you hear coming out of it, Kane? Did you keep up on it?
I didn't watch like a ton of it, but I did catch a good amount of interviews, and when they did some presentations and stuff, like the Ahsoka. I guess they previewed the Ahsoka.
Is that
show?
Is that Rosario Dawson?
Yeah,
Rosario Dawson. Man, ass to mouth. All right, cool. Ass to mouth. What was the name of the show?
Ahsoka?
Yeah, Ahsoka. Ass to mouth, Ahsoka. Yeah. Dude, she was awesome in the Mandalorian. I can't wait to see what they do with that. But here's what I heard about the experience at Star Wars Fan Fusion or whatever the hell it's called. Apparently, to get an autograph and a photo with Ian McGregor, it was $600. Yeah, it was $600.
I know someone who got a photo with him, and took his hand and everything in the photo.
Oi! Thanks for your money. Well, I don't know. I guess that's Scottish. Sorry, I did. Oh God. Yeah. So it was $600, and it was very. You had it for the big panels. You were basically put in a lottery. You were guaranteed seatings for the VIP seating. Like basically, if you pay like $1,000 or whatever, you're guaranteed to go into some of the big panels. With the stars and all that stuff. So if you see that panel with Ian McGregor and Hayden Christensen and all that stuff, those are the people who paid a shit ton of money to be there, essentially, who were guaranteed. And if they had any space, they put you in a lottery, and if you were lucky enough, you would enter. So it sounds like you basically have to have either be rich or save up a bunch of money. I personally, would you pay $600 to get a picture with McGregor?
No. I would not.
Why not? He's been in Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2 and several other low budget movies or whatever. Star Wars. Yeah. It's good to see Hayden Christensen back, man. I feel like he hasn't done much in a while. Do you feel that way? No. Like, what was the last movie he did? Star Wars?
I don't think he has done much in a while. I feel like he's settled into himself, though.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem bitter about anything, and he actually seems like he's loves Star Wars and everything.
Yeah,
so that's cool.
He's obviously back for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It's pretty cool to see him back, really. I'm like, finally, they gave him work. I'm George Lucas. Do you guys want to credit me? Nope. So
I heard he was. I didn't see him in any other movies. Wait, was he in Jumper?
Yeah,
is that him?
Yeah, it was him in.
Actually, didn't see
it was
that
him
movie.
and it was him and Mace Windu. It was same universe, Star Wars.
Same universe. And then he did that Shattered Glass movie, which I actually didn't watch, but I heard he was actually really good in it.
It was good.
So-
It was wow. Yeah, it's a throwback. Yeah, it was about that reporter who basically fabricated a lot of his stories that he wrote, and yeah, that's basically. Last movie I saw him in was he was in a heist movie like 10 years ago, and I think he was in it. I think Paul Walker was in it as well. It was like a couple of years. Yeah, it was a heist movie that he was in it, but then after that. He started doing. I feel bad because when I see stars that used to be kind of big at one point and then you don't hear from them in a while and they pop up in those like Hallmark movies. Like
Oh,
he
yeah.
started popping up in some like you know what I'm talking about, right, guys? Like those Hallmark movies, like ooh, a young independent doctor from the big city comes back to the small town to revisit her family and meets the hunky bartender who will make her realize that Christmas is all about family as they're doing it doggy style in their hotel room. That's exactly how it's written in the Hallmark description.
In a Santa suit.
In a Santa suit, when you have too much eggnog, oh boy, hilarity ensues. Coming soon to Hallmark. Santa's Little Helper Part 2. Yeah, he started popping up in those movies, and I feel bad because that's where like I'll see like celebrities that used to like be really big pop up in there, and I'm like, oh, that's where he is. I'm really glad Hallmark is giving him some stuff to do. You know, but yeah, I'm glad they brought him back. We'll see where it goes. But I have a feeling that he seems like the type of guy he doesn't really care about like popularity. I don't think he's really been about that. You know, like, oh, I have to be I have to be the biggest star in the world, all that stuff. No, I don't think he really cared about that. But yeah, what did you so you liked the first 2 episodes? I can't wait to see it. Jason, please watch it. Are you subscribed to Disney Plus?
No.
You could torrent. Do people still torrent stuff? You could torrent it.
I'm thinking about it.
Download LimeWire onto your computer, and you'll be able to.
Is that still around?
That's still around, and that will tear your computer won't be the same again, dude. It'll take on a whole new personality. It'll be legit infected, and you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
I remember the days where you have to keep reformatting your computer because you kept fucking it up with that shit. You personally would save it in disk drive, the stuff you got from it in disk drive D.
But it was still spread. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. I was like, why did all of a sudden it says I visited all these porn sites? That LimeWire is tricking me. It's tricking my computer into thinking that I visited porn sites.
You got these windows popping up everywhere with dicks and stuff Yeah.
You're
like, oh my god, oh god.
No way in hell that I went to these websites.
No way.
Damn it, LimeWire. LimeWire. I totally didn't go to bigblackdicks.com again. Wow, LimeWire is really making me look bad. Yeah, bad. God damn it, LimeWire. Well, I would get LimeWire. I'm like, oh, I could download music, really? And then that one song that I would download, Sublime or whatever, or what else? Whatever. And then I'll be like, oh, I have viruses now.
Kane, stop hiding.
Yeah, Z-Town.
Kane, stop hiding behind that mic.
O-Town. That craze of like all those boy bands, 98 Degrees. I would download all the albums.
Smile.
Yeah.
Smile big.
No, I don't like it. Kane, hide the microphone.
I did that for you, Noy.
You should totally set up your little booth that you have, and then just completely hide your face in there, and then be like, Kane, what do you think? And then you're. But yeah, watch Obi-Wan. It's really good. I wish it was like 55 episodes a season and all that stuff. I really wish. I hope maybe we'll. He says he's happy to come back to it if it's a good script and if George Lucas has nothing to do with it. All that good stuff. But yeah, Obi-Wan is good. Nothing else from Star Wars Celebration, right? It was just upcoming shit, right? Did we get any like movie announcements? We got Taika, right? That's the next one is for Star Wars.
There's a show with Jude Law, I think, coming out, but they were really
Yes.
vague about it.
Yes. Dumbledore.
like-
Dumbledore. Yeah, he's plays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dumbledore. Secrets of Darth Vader.
Seekers of the Sith. Seekers of the Sith. Yeah, that's interesting. Jude Law's another guy who I feel like he hasn't really had a massive breakthrough, but he's always been around. You know what I'm saying? Like when was the last movie you saw that had just Jude Law in it and it was #1 at the box office? The Talented Mr. Ripley doesn't count. Or whatever movie he was in the 90s. Like I can't think of any. I can't think of any. Because it's always like him, him and like Robert Downey Jr. Okay, we'll get a Sherlock Holmes that's #1 or whatever. But
I'm looking at his IMDb.
I mean, you can't really count the Fantastic Beastmaster or whatever the heck it's called because that's like that's an ensemble. It's not just him. But I try to watch the Fantastic Beastmasters, the first one, and it knocked me out, dude. I was bored. I was like, this movie is slow. I don't know what happened. And then I try to watch the second one, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then I didn't even bother with the third one. Did you watch all of them, Kane?
I watched the first one, and I watched the second one, and I fell asleep. The second one, and it's like my wife Trish is a big Harry Potter fan. And
Same, I'm a big Harry Potter, yeah.
Yeah, well, when I woke up, when Crimes of Grindelwald was over, the first thing she said was, "That stank."
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be good. Isn't he gay now? And like isn't he like banging wizards left and right? I mean, I don't care. Gay wizard, straight wizard, whatever, android wizards, whatever, man. John Woo wizards. Oh, I do magic now. Oh,
android wizards. I feel like that's something that he would do. John Woo's android wizards.
John Woo's I Dream of Android Wizards. Philip K. Dick, right? The last book Philip K. Dick wrote is I Dream of Android Wizards at Hogwarts. Directed by John Woo. Oh, I'm shooting. Oh, Expialidocious. Oh, boom. Oh.
Like android, like magic. Help. Oh,
come
shoot lasers and magic lasers.
Come to Hogwarts. Oh, I got a wand for you. Oh, hey. You like wizards? I got something. I got the perfect place for you. Oh.
Bada bing, bada boom, abracadabra.
John Woo's Harry Potter's coming soon. That's the movie he needs to remake. John Woo's Prisoner of Azkaban. Just for no reason at all, just remake it with like Chow Yun-Fat as like Dumbledore and like Jackie Chan as Hagrid. Just fucking remake it for just nobody asked for it. Somebody give $150 million to John Woo to make his masterpiece.
Double wands, jumping in the air with 2 wands. Yeah.
I still think his masterpiece is Face Off, and I'm gonna die on that hill. That's all I'm gonna say. I liked Hard Boiled. I mean, Wind Talkers is a close second. Wind Talkers too. But Face Off to me is, I think, maybe his Hollywood masterpiece, I guess. But I had an absolute blast in Face Off. Jason, did you like Face Off? Face Off.
I liked it. That was good.
No more drugs for that guy. It was great. It was just an action-packed, violent, 1997, perfect for a 14-year-old guy to sneak into the movie to watch. And I was just like, wow, nobody makes it better like John Woo. Did you guys watch it in the theaters, or was I the only one who snuck in and did it the illegal way?
I saw it and I didn't have to show my ID.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I just got lucky and some guy didn't give a shit. He just.
Kane, what about you?
Yeah,
I saw it in the theater. It was for my birthday, I think.
How the
17th birthday?
Oh, I was about to say, how old was your ass in 1997? But you were legally able to go in without an adult supervisor. You were allowed to go to a movie without supervisor. John Woo.
Yes.
I remember I saw it at the. There was that theater by Target.
Yeah, yep. That the one kind of hidden in the back. That ended up. It went through a bunch of stuff. It turned into it was a first run theater, and then it turned into the second run theater where they show old movies and they charge you really cheap, and then it turned into a church for a while, and then I don't know what it is. I think they just blew it up.
I would really love to go to the theater. I think you and Bucky went to with Eric, where it was like in a garage, someone's garage, and there was like seats and all that. That would be fun.
Film bar. So I'll never forget it. I was like, we went to go see The Room, which is one of the greatest masterpieces of all time. Where you throw spoons at the screen. But it was hilarious because I walked in. I'm walking in expecting a movie theater, and I got a movie theater, but it looked like they turned a garage in, and they put like some random seats that they stole from a movie theater, and then they had some tables in the back, and I'm like, what is happening here? Do they turn this? Is this like a garage? And they, oh, there's a 6 o'clock showing. Let's move all the cars in the back. Let's turn it into a theater now. John Woo's here. So yeah, you've been to Film Bar, right, Kane?
Yeah, I went there once.
Yeah, I don't think they're.
It was for a local film thing.
Yeah. I don't think they're there anymore. I don't think they're there. Did you go for your 48-hour film festival? I was involved in one of those things. That shit was fun, dude. 48-hour film. Did you participate in a few of those?
Oh yeah, I did quite a few of those.
Yeah.
I only directed one film. It was the first one I ever did.
I wonder if they still do that. I wonder if they still do that because you have to write. Direct, edit, film everything, and have it submitted in 48 hours.
48 hours.
And you basically you don't sleep, or you sleep very little, and you shoot and as much as you can, and then edit and then submit everything.
That sounds like fun.
It was a lot of fun, dude. The movie I worked on, I played brown guy number 1 who got murdered in the beginning. I got killed. I was like, I'll volunteer. We needed, I was the guy who got murdered. I helped with the camera. I wrote half the script. So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, they basically, did they start you at midnight? I forgot what time they start you. And then you basically,
they do like a kickoff party.
Yeah, they start you, and then you have 48 hours to have a completed short movie. And I think it was had to be a minimum amount, and it couldn't be longer than a certain amount or something like that. And
they have a certain list of things that you have to have in the movie just to make sure that you didn't make the movie ahead of time. They're like, oh, you have to use this line of dialogue, you have to have this theme, and you have to.
That was only available it was only released at the time. They didn't release it beforehand, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty
at the kickoff party.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Yeah, I wonder if they still have that. It was a lot of fun. We should definitely, all three of us should film one in separate states. For sure. So Kane, I will admit that I watched almost all of part 2 of Lone Wolf and Cub. Here's what I'm going to tell you what happened. All I remember is that he fought a lot of chicks in the second one. Am I wrong? Did he fight a lot of chicks?
He does fight a lot of chicks. Yeah. Random chicks attacking him.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on? So I think it would be better if I just watched Shogun Assassin. I think it might maybe mesh all those two a little bit better. I think that's what you were saying, right, Kane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does it?
Watch it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I said, yeah, watch it.
Mm-hmm. Right now. All right. We're starting it right now.
Right.
Hope you guys have I hope you guys. Yeah, we're not ending it. Hope you guys have nowhere to go. No. So you're ahead. Does it get better or does it get worse, or does the quality kind of go down a bit?
It's interesting because I think the first 3 movies were directed by the same guy, and then after that, I think they're directed by all different people.
Yeah.
So it's like Bond or Batman. I don't know. They all have their own little touch to them, but
yeah.
I still think I'm on the 5th movie now. I still think the second one. Yeah. I still think the first 2 are the best. The other ones are different. There's different stuff to like about them. There was one that I think it was the 4th one or 3rd one I thought it was kind of like it felt meandering, like it kind of didn't feel like it was going anywhere, and then it sort of got like philosophical, which I thought was really interesting about like what it is to be a samurai or something. But it was cool. I think they all have something to
Does the kid end up being like 45 at the end towards there? Like, does he like just age like? Because I swear to God, in the second one, he's like bigger. So I wonder, like, time passes obviously, and I'm gonna finish it. But I just remember I was cleaning my room and I'm like, the hell's going on? He's just fighting a bunch of chicks, and then there was a bunch of chicks just cutting this guy's like limbs off. Like there's this part where they were just chopping and you see an arm fly and then he's like, oh, and then they chop his leg and you see his leg fly and then he's just hopping around and then
It sounds like Monty Python.
It is but a scratch. This but a scratch. He's on his torso just hopping around like a fucking.
And then he's just he's just stumpy rolling along.
This but a scratch.
Ninja chicks, but yeah.
Hey man,
It's,
ninja chicks. That sounds hot.
Chicks.
If there is a way to go out, you know, getting my limbs chopped off is by ninja chicks, man. That's all about it. With just their boobies flopped out. That's why this movie series is so random with that. They'll just be like, oh, cool, ninja chicks, and then you know, boobies are flopped out. Cool, all right. It just seems like those type of movies.
One of the later ones, there's an assassin chick in the movie, and the whole thing with her is she pulls her top down to distract dudes when she's fighting them, so she kills them because they like look down like, oh, and then she, you know, murders them.
That would totally work on me, and I would be the first one to die. Yeah, that would. I think that was like I feel like the 70s were like those type of movies were like requirements. To like, oh, okay, yeah, story about whatever, and then must have at least 2 to 3 titties flop out to make our money back. So
and it's still PG,
and it's still rated PG. Bring the whole family. You know, not now. Everybody's all sensitive and like, I need give me a safe corner.
Didn't you say you when you were watching Deadpool, you saw some like, you know, parents take their kids out of the movie the theaters?
No, that, and then what's that movie with all the vegetables and the hot dogs and shit like that? What was that movie? It was like Seth Rogen.
Oh, was
it Sausage Party?
Sausage Party.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So
the name should have said something.
Here's the thing. Like we're waiting for the movie to start, and we're like, oh, there's a family with kids. Okay, their parents must be really cool. And then all right, so that's probably one. And then another set of fucking family, a mom and like her 4 kids come in. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, whatever they're into. And then another one. They all keep coming in. Because they thought it was a kids movie, Sausage Party. So essentially, the first 3 minutes of that movie, when like I don't know, a vegetable gets murdered or whatever like that. Yeah, go.
So these commercials that we watch nowadays, are the people like just forgetting or not paying attention? Rated R.
Well, the theater had to put a sign that says absolutely no, not for kids, because you know. What do parents want to do? They want to get their kids out of the house to a movie, and they just pick something random that just happens to be playing. Oh, that's a cartoon. Fucking let's take our kids in there. Yeah. So as not even joking, a dad and his daughter were in the theater, and not even 5 minutes in, the dad gets up, reaches over, and just fucking lifts the kid up in the air and then like runs out of the theater holding the kid sideways essentially. And it was ridiculous, dude. And then of course the massive orgy at the end of that movie with all the hot dogs going into the hot dog bun, and it was just a random orgy, and it was crazy. 10 out of 10. Movie of the year. So yeah,
it's interesting. The 2 movies I remember that happening to me. First one was Pan's Labyrinth. I remember like a bunch of families coming into that movie. Yep. And right at the beginning, when the dude gets his face smashed in with a
Oh my
bottle,
god! Gah, gah, oh my
Yeah.
god! Yeah.
and I remember seeing them all stand up and leave, and then the other one was Watchmen. I think they were like, "Oh, it's a superhero movie."
Yeah,
I saw
I
a bunch of
remember. I
trailers.
remember there was a scene
Pocket.
where I remember the scene where that chick like breaks the guy's arm in half, and they showed it, and then a couple people walked out, and then of course that sex scene with the whatever in the spaceship or whatever, and then people walked out. So I'm like, what do you? This isn't Christopher Nolan's Batman or whatever. This is. It says it right there in the trailers, rated R. I don't think people understand how to read, I guess, or like, this is good for kids. I mean, back in the 90s, my dad'd be like, hey, you want to go? John Woo's my dad. Oh, you want to go see her?
Hey, Frank, finish up your fried rice. Time to go see.
Oh,
RoboCop.
finish up your frijoles. Let's go. Yeah, so basically my dad would go take me to see like Hard Target. He would take me to see like
Movie he directed.
yeah.
Target.
Oh, you want to see my new movie? Oh, look, go be a pansy. Let's go watch his rated R. Don't tell your mother. Half the fucking Steven Seagal movies I would watch with my dad in this sleazy downtown LA theater where like homeless people would buy a ticket to because it was so cheap back then, and they would just go to sleep. That's basically so I'm in the theater.
Because of air conditioning
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm in a theater watching Hard to Kill or Out for Just Ice or whatever the heck it's called, Justice. So I'm in a theater eating moldy popcorn, and I hear and there's just homeless people on the corner of the theater, and then just bums, and it's just me and my dad, and I'm like, wow, this is the best time of my life. So I was exposed to a lot of I wasn't shielded as a kid. You know, all these kids, Timmy, you know, oh, close your eyes, Timmy. This is a PG-13 movie. They're kissing. No, we're
Your dad's like, open it up.
open it up, you pansy. Yeah, no. So I remember, I just remember eating popcorn, and then Steven Seagal just breaking people's like and then he's running like a little. You know, Steven Seagal's run it always cracked me up, even at 10 years old, cracked me up. I was like, me and my dad had this. Yeah, me and my dad had this running joke where like it's like Steven Seagal is cool until he starts running, and then he's not cool anymore because he does that. Bah, 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 and then he starts like doing that, and I'm like, what is happening? He breaks a guy's arm and leg 1 second. He just starts running, and I'm like, that is.
I just saw that bottle scene. That is horrible.
Which bottle? Which part? What movie?
Hans Lambert.
Oh my god! Oh, are you watching it? Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. Like and plus it's a Spanish movie, so it doesn't count. Whatever, those movies don't count. They're not real movies.
Well, that's a G-rated movie.
Yeah. I wish. No. Paz Lammers is one of my favorite movies. It's really really good. Like it didn't win anything, right? Did it even win anything at the Academy Awards? Did it win like best Mexican or what did it win?
Best Mexican. I'm not sure.
They got a golden burrito.
Yeah.
Is that what they got.
Here you go.
Yeah.
You deserve a burrito for directing Pan's Labyrinth. See.
Got free cinnamon twists.
Yeah. Horchatas for life. From Filiberto's.
Huh?
From Filiberto's. Yeah, so I think I grew. I don't know how it was for you guys. We could go around, but when I had that type of dad that didn't care as long as I didn't tell my mom, and I didn't tell my mom. So it's funny because when I was hanging out with my mom, I would watch all these like Mighty Ducks and like remember that movie called Bingo with the fucking dog in the 90s and like House Guest, Sinbad, all these Disney movies, and then I would go hang out with my dad. Under Siege 2, fucking Time Cop, all that shit, man. So I had like the best of both worlds. Am I right?
Wow.
Yeah, I had, I went from Disney to fucking Hard Target to, so I was like, cool. I remember watching Cool Runnings Friday and then fucking like Hard Target Saturday. So it was like, wow, this is the best. It's like an education. Wow.
So basically, you were watching Jean-Claude Van Damme movies at an early age. So basically, what that tells me is
You're getting your sex education early because he
Hell
has to have a sex scene in every movie.
Yeah, double impact was it or whatever where he plays twins, where he plays himself. He probably got paid double. So yeah, there was a sex scene in that. There was a sex scene in Time Cop. There was a sex scene in every movie in Mighty Ducks. Oh wait, he wasn't in Mighty Ducks. Emilio Estevez has to have a sex scene in every movie he does. So but yeah, it was awesome. How was it for you guys? Jason, how was it for you, man? You seem sleazy. Were you all about that? Were you all about that you could watch whatever you wanted in the 90s or as a kid?
For the most part. The one movie, amazingly. So I was able to see Terminator 2. No problem.
Oh, dude. Oh, God.
The one movie that honestly really got me towards the end was the 1989 Batman movie. That shit was scary for me when I was 5.
Good. That was a good movie, man. Yeah, I watched it. I watched that in Ecuador. I went to Ecuador for a couple years, South America, and it was in so it was subtitled. So I was like, God damn it. Yeah, I saw it in this again, a sleazy theater in downtown wherever I was. I was like, there's bums everywhere. I guess it's always the same no matter where you go. I guess every theater I go to, there's bums all over the place. Doesn't matter what country you're in. But yeah, I did watch Batman.
Everywhere you go, you see the same hobo.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go.
You see the same hobo. No matter where you go, I see the same hobo. You had to bring out Tupac on that one. That's the title of this episode. It's everywhere I go, I see the same hobo. Trademark PG. So Kate, how was it for you, man? Were you like all like, oh, not my kidney, guarded, oh my God, no, Beetlejuice, no. How was it for you, man?
My parents literally let me watch anything. Like,
explains a lot. Explains a lot. Yeah.
Yes. I watched rated R movies for as long as I can remember. Like I saw RoboCop in the theater, and
that's badass. 7. Yeah, I didn't know. That would have been an experience.
I can't imagine. Like my daughter is 6. I can't imagine taking her to see a movie like RoboCop.
Don't be a helicopter parent. Let her do whatever she wants. You want to watch a rated R movie, honey? Here's $5. That way, $5 doesn't even do it nowadays. That wouldn't even get her in the fucking theater now. Here's $50. Have a good time.
Well, she saw the trailer for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was like, I saw it was rated R, and I was like,
you know what?
Maybe I should take it.
You know what? It's actually, I think it's rated R for language more than anything. Yeah, it's not like, titties flopping out and nudity or whatever, but I think as a whatever the hell country you're from, I think you should watch it. I think it's an educational video for you guys. I definitely check it out. But yeah, you have to see it. Jacane. I was about to call you Jason. Jacane. You have to watch it. Jakar, yeah. But would you ever let your? I was about to say, would you ever let your kids? Like, how old are your kids? Like 18 and 15?
4 and 6.
Are you guys like? Are you the type that are like, no R movies until you're 20 or whatever? Or how are you guys gonna handle that?
I think it's gonna kind of be like play it by ear sort of thing, but like I let her watch Willy's Wonderland, that Nicolas Cage movie.
Is that like it's rated R, right? Is it deserving? Like, is it all just violence and language kind of thing, or?
Yeah, it's like he's killing these animatronic animals, and
that doesn't count. That's fine.
They bleed oil, basically. There's nothing really, and there's cussing, and there is one sex scene that I just skipped over, but yeah, it wasn't that bad.
There was a sex scene I kept rewinding. I mean, skipping over. Like, oh no.
Yeah, it's weird because like a lot of the videos that my daughter watches on YouTube and stuff, like she's aware of a lot of things.
YouTube
like R-rated. movies and
yeah, YouTube has basically raised our children, and especially Jason's children, that he doesn't know that. I wouldn't. You know what? Jason has kids in other countries. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, Papa, Papa. They're gonna show up like when they're 18 with the child support, like money. Like, here you go. Here's a bill. You owe me money, Papa, Papa. Yeah, basically yeah, YouTube has basically raised our kids. I took the first rated R movie that I remember taking my kid to, one of the many, is Halloween, the first one out of the trilogy or whatever, just Halloween, right? I think that was the first one because he begged me. He's like, "Come on, Dad, you know you want to take me. I want to see it." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, dude. You're gonna have nightmares." Like, no, I'm not. And of course, he had nightmares. He was like, I can't sleep. The Halloween, the most recent one, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not John Carpenter's because
Rob Zombie.
No, oh God, no.
I was gonna say there's 3 Halloween ones.
Yeah. I don't know.
3 Halloween 2s.
I enjoyed Rob Zombie's first Halloween. I didn't like the second one because they try to make it all meta and shit like that, you know. What about you? Were you? I know you're a fan of Sherry Moon, whatever the hell her name is. That he has. It's like it's in the contract. It's in the contract that she has to be in every movie that her husband makes, or else, you know, or you better cast me. Or he's like, oh, honey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just writing the script for the Munsters. What part am I playing? Okay, you're in it or whatever. What do you think? What do you think of Rob Zombie? Do you think there's a good filmmaker in there somewhere, or you think he's just another musician that's just trying to be a filmmaker?
I don't know. Like I remember when before House of a Thousand Corpses came out, it was like I remember all the buzz around it. They were like, "Oh my God, it's so intense that no movie studio wants to pick it up." And I remember I saw him in concert opening. I forgot who he was.
Opening for Power Man 5,000. His brother. Yeah, are you ready for spaghetti? Yeah, go ahead.
He played a trailer for it. It was like, oh my God, it's so intense. It's this and that. And then I remember seeing it in the theater, and I was like,
it sucks.
This is just a bad. It's a bad Texas Chainsaw ripoff.
Well, first of all, I remember the trailer from legendary. I think they made him. It was like his first movie, and they made him sound like he's done this before. And from visionary musician filmmaker Rob Zombie, and then it got delayed for like 3 years because nobody wanted to release it. It jumped studios and stuff like that, but. Yeah, it's like
I don't think they skipped it because it was intense. I think they skipped it because it sucked.
It sucked, dude. I saw it. Really... But everybody praised the Devil Rejects or whatever.
Rejects,
yeah, everybody was like thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert, all them and all that stuff. They were like thumbs up. This is an awesome horror movie. And then I saw it. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I mean. Yeah. If you like that kind of stuff, I guess, you know, but I more enjoyed his interpretation of Halloween because it was a lot darker and grittier, and I thought that was a lot, in my opinion. I enjoyed it more than the original, and I really liked the original, you know. I don't know how I feel about these latest movies, even though the first one was enjoyable, but the direction they're going, I don't know. But yeah, Jason,
Evil dies tonight.
Yeah, evil dies tonight. Jason, are you a fan of Halloween, the movie?
I am, and I haven't seen the last one yet, but I heard that it took a real shit.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the original? Are you a fan of Rob Zombies? Are you a fan of who do you prefer? Like the 70s Halloween, or do you prefer like the guy that Rob Zombie's reimagining of Halloween?
Man, I still prefer the old-fashioned ones.
Yeah.
I used to be a fan of horror movies back in the day. I used to love Fangoria magazines.
Yeah.
I'm old school. I still like Rob Zombie's version though.
It was good. The first one, yeah.
It's like they're tied, but I still like the first ones just right here. Like I'm used to them. Okay. But Rob Zombie, especially that first one, yeah, I was pretty fucking scared.
What? Okay, so since we're talking about horror and Rob Zombie, because he's crazy. Kane, what is the scariest movie that you've ever seen that affected you? They're like, wow, like, whoa, this is really crazy. And I hope you're not gonna say, John Woo's Wind Talkers. Like, what is a movie that it doesn't matter, it's a movie you could seen when you were young or maybe recently, or like Jason, same to you, what, like, if you want to think about it, what is a movie that when you left the theater or turned off the or changed the channel or whatever, or whatever you did, you're like, whoa, what is it for you, Kane? Showgirls?
There, yes. There are two movies for me on that list. First one is Jacob's Ladder.
That, oh my god, yeah.
Because I remember watching that when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
And it freaked me the fuck.
Yeah,
80's PG.
yeah.
And when I was in my 20s, I was like, I was a little kid, whatever, it's fine now. And then I watched it again and I was like, oh my god,
no,
it's still scary.
It's still traumatizing. Seriously,
Yeah.
It's still traumatizing. Because I was the same way. I watched it on VHS. Back in the day when you could rent a VCR, like we couldn't afford, because VCRs were very expensive back in the day, and you could go to you could go to Blockbuster and you could rent a whole fucking unit, like a VCR, for like I don't know what the price was, and then we would rent the VCR and then some movies, and I'm like, Jacob's Ladder, why not? And then I was sitting there, I was like, dude, this movie is like, I understood it as a kid. They didn't, you didn't have to be you didn't have to be an adult to realize the terror of what was really happening, because at the end of the day, war is hell, and all the stuff that they were doing to these guys, and the effect that everybody was going through. And then they remade it not too long ago, and it was a piece of shit. I can't believe it. I
didn't watch it, but I heard everything about it was awful.
Yeah. So the original, I hope they need a 4K whatever restoration on that movie, because that movie is really probably one of Tim Robbins' best roles that he's done. He's really good in it, But you said there was two of them? Was it House of a Thousand Corpses?
Zombies Halloween 2. The other one was Session 9.
Session 9. Okay.
With
like
Caruso.
Yeah, dude. I have that. I have that somewhere. Yep, I have that. I have the UK they remastered it and stuff like. Yeah, I have like the special edition. Yeah, I got to watch it. It's really cool because it's one of those underrated I feel like, is it Brad Anderson? Is that the director? I feel like I feel like anything that he's done is almost been kind of underrated. Like the Machinist or whatever is really under that. That's where Christian Bale like almost died trying to lose. He ate he ate like a can of tuna and an apple a day or something like that.
Yeah,
and then he was just so skinny that like that just shows you how far he would go in a role. But yeah, Session 9 is really I think it's really underrated. One of those really.
I remember. Yeah, when it was pretty new, I remember like a buddy of mine and we rented it and we watched it late at night. Like I think we put it on at midnight.
Holding hands. We were holding hands. Holding hands.
Yes, we were holding hands. Yeah, and other things. Oh. And once the credits started rolling, we were just like completely silent, and we like turned and looked at each other, and we're like, Jesus Christ, I'm freaked the fuck out. And I think I had trouble sleeping that night. Yeah. And that was the only time, like, as an adult that a movie had done that to me. And because it got under my skin. And I think
it's really jacked up. It's really jacked up if you think about it. Like the more you think about it. Yeah. More like section 69. Am I right? Section 69. Go ahead.
Section 69. It was. I think that was I think George Lucas tries to take credit with Attack of the Clones for being like the first digitally shot.
Oh, was that digitally shot? Okay, that makes sense.
I think Session 9 was the first.
I was about to say George Lucas originally he took credit for the story. I was like, I don't think George Lucas has the capacity to make something like that. So for me, go for it. Yeah.
I was gonna say, sorry, not first digitally shot, because there were those like whatever the Dogma 95 movies or whatever
the Lars
on video.
Yeah.
I think it was the first movie shot on the high definition, like 24p cameras.
Yeah.
To try to look like film, even though it looks really digitally. But
yeah.
Anyways,
like Michael Mann. Michael Mann started doing that. He started going to like movies that really look digital, like really like fast frames, like Public Enemies? Like I'm watching I'm watching a period piece. There's absolutely no reason that the camera should look that digital. We're in the 1940s or 20s or whatever. Calm down, Michael Mann. Jesus Christ, you're a great director, but holy crap.
It looked like a crime documentary.
It did. I felt like I was watching like real life. It was like a soap opera. But I got three for me really quick. The first one that truly made me pee my pants, literally, was the Monster Squad. Monster Squad scared me because I was a kid, and I rented it so much that the guy at the video store, our local video store, just gave it to me one day. I'm not even joking. He's like, dude, just here.
Like, you've already paid for this, like,
because I was paying for it, and I would make my mom rent it for me every fucking weekend, dude, and I would still be like, especially every time I knew it was coming, but when the kids were in the house and the Wolfman jumps out and they kick him in the nards, that still would always make me crap my pants almost. I'm like, yeah, and the guy's like, just fucking take it, dude. God damn it. Good Lord. I have plenty of copies. This is yours. The second one, I went with my older brother is about 12 years older than me. So he went to go see Showgirls. And I went to go see Seven. I was able to get in because he's like, yeah, he's my brother or whatever. They're like, okay. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I want to watch it. It looks cool. So he went to go see, it's crazy because Showgirls and Seven came out the same weekend. And I went to go see Seven, and I wanted to fucking throw up. That movie for a 12, 13-year-old kid, that probably wasn't the best thing to watch. Because that whole thing with the fat guy, and that's a movie that had a big impact on me. And then that whole scene, I never understood why that guy was freaking out. Remember the guy where like, he made me do it. Yeah. I didn't get it until much later. Oh shit, really? A 13-year-old brain doesn't understand that guy was basically drilling into. I'm like, my God, this movie's so fucked. It's just I honestly think Seven is a near masterpiece, just in atmosphere, the way it's shot, all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it took 100 takes to do every fucking scene because of Fincher, but whatever. He's very famous to do that. But at the end of the day, at the end of that movie, I was just walking out of the theater. I'm like, oh, okay. What's in the box? Oh my God! And not even that I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was happening. So basically, that movie wasn't for kids.
That's even more terrifying, being Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that's even detective. That's even more messed up. And another movie was. It's always movies that I always try to sneak into. I snuck into Event Horizon. So I was like, because the trailers didn't tell you much. Oh, I thought it was just like a creature, like killing off the crew. It would have been fine. Oh, absolutely not. I couldn't leave because if I left, they probably would have caught me coming out of the fucking theater. So I had to stay there and get fucking traumatized because the ship was trying to basically make everybody crazy and all these crazy images and hell images and shit like that. So I was like, Jesus Christ, that movie gave me nightmares. Do I own several copies? Absolutely. Have I seen it in about 10 years? No. Because that still scares the shit out of me. That's back when W. Anderson and whatever he was. P.T.A. Barnum and Bailey or whatever was still.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson was still a credited director before he went off the rails. But yeah, those are my three top movies. Event Horizon, probably out of the three, kind of affected me a little bit more than others because it's just so fucked. It's just fucked up, man. Jason, what about you, man? I know it's not
Candyman.
I know it's not Clifford's Big Adventure. Yeah. Candyman, the original, right? Not the new one.
Oh, they remade it, didn't they?
Yeah, I heard it was good. You're right. Yeah, Farewell to the Flesh or whatever it's called. Yeah, Candyman one was good. They just released it in 4K. It was good. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as creepy as I thought it was when I first saw it. Maybe years afterwards. I mean, Jason, what freaked you out about it?
Just this guy with the hook, and that when you'd say like his name 5 times in the mirror.
All right,
This is
guys.
me as a kid.
All right, guys, ready? We're gonna say his name. No, I mean, listen, a guy with a hook. It's been done before. I know what you did last summer. Hook with Dustin Hoffman.
That was before.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting?
I think of Scary Movie.
So Candyman. Do you have any others?
It's a B-rated movie.
Ooh.
Trolls.
Trolls. That movie scared you to death. You're like, no me gusta. No.
Don't make me eat that. I'll turn into troll food.
Oh, that's
the
great.
guy turns into a cocoon or whatever, and then bursts open, and all the plants come out of him.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
The forest comes out of him.
I gotta check that out. Yeah, go for it.
And then there was one more, of course, we all know it, but only the first one scared me because it was more serious out of all of them. The original Nightmare on Elm Street.
My sister took me to see that, but all I remember, because she always had to babysit me because my mom would work, and her friends were like, let's go sneak at the Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, and they're like, well, I have I have my brother, and they're like, bring him along. So basically, all I remember from the movie is my sister doing this to me the whole movie. All I hear is this is all I remember from the movie. I don't remember anything else because she just covered my face. So that was my first memory in the 80s of a Freddy Krueger movie. But you're right, they do get goofier and goofier as time goes.
First one made me scared to take a bubble bath when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I always had to
It made me scared to take a shit.
I always had to have a place in the water that I could see, so Freddy couldn't come out of so he couldn't surprise me,
Yeah,
And jerking off.
Yeah, that was the
bitch. Calls everyone bitch.
That was the first. That was the first movie that Johnny Depp. Donnie Darko Jepp. Donnie Braskovich or whatever that movie. Was that his first movie? Was that his first movie where he was like, yeah,
so.
And that wasn't the last time he shit the bed. Not him, but the bed was shat on. But yeah, those were great movies. I'll never forget Jason versus Freddy or whatever. How ridiculous that movie was, and you'll be happy to know, guys, that Robert Englund or whatever is in Stranger Things, the new season. So if you guys are fans of those, you'll see him pop up in there. Which is pretty cool because you could obviously tell the Douche Brothers or whatever those guys named, the Duffer Brothers or whatever. They're big fans of like the 80s. Kane, have you started season 4 by the way?
I did. I watched the first episode, and it's funny because it was very, without spoiling anything, that the end of that episode was very Nightmare on Elm Street.
It was.
Villain and someone invisible, or invisible force.
Absolutely. Season 4 might very well be up there with season 1 for me. They fucking went all out, dude. They like balls to the wall. Like some of these episodes are just crazy, man. We're talking like John Woo action, like fucking not like we're talking like one scene not cut action, you know what I'm saying? Like he does sometimes. Like we're like they took influences from fucking everybody. But I finished it all like in 2 days. It was nuts. It was good, man. I still think these kids are way too old. Some of these, you could obviously tell that years have passed, but I think in the show, like a year, I'm like, motherfucker, I think it's the 90s now. I don't even think it's the 80s anymore. Stranger Things!
I guess maybe they're following the 80s trope or whatever, where everyone in high school is actually older than they're supposed to
Absolutely,
be.
absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
The dude that plays the dungeon master guy, the guy that looks like metalhead Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.
yeah.
He's like 29 in real life. So yeah, they're really casting older for it.
That whole episode, was that the episode with the that Dungeons and Dragons game, or was that with another?
Yeah,
Okay,
where they were
that was
they
cool.
were intercutting it with a basketball
All
game.
I gotta say is that none of my Dungeons and Dragons sessions have been like that. I'm like, I need to get him as a DM. He made it really, but it cracks me up because that's when the whole satanic panic happened. When Dungeons and Dragons was getting really popular, and all the parents were like, "It's gonna lead you to the devil," and it really didn't. It just meant a bunch of fat nerdy kids like myself were in fucking basements all over or whatever, playing, stinking up the fucking place. That's basically what I was doing, when I was a teenager. So, but it's just funny how people thought that, like, oh my God, they're murderers. But definitely finish. We'll talk. Maybe, I don't know if you'll finish it by next time or whatever, but definitely check it out. It's really good. Jason, start that shit. Do you have Netflix? Do you need my Netflix login? I don't know. I think we've reached our maximum. I didn't realize you could reach like a maximum amount of people that could be sharing one password or whatever. Netflix.
For
Yeah.
what series?
Stranger Things.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? Are we still on Freddy Krueger? Stranger Things. I thought you have Netflix, don't you?
I don't have any of them.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. What is this? Jesus Christ. You know what? You could probably download it. You could torrent it. We can make it work.
What happened to uTorrent? Like, what's going on with that? That was my favorite. And when I went to like Starbucks to do some legal action,
Yeah,
it became legal.
Oh, I was that guy. I would go to coffee shops and basically buy a drink and then spend 6 hours there using their Wi-Fi. I did that shit back in the day.
I still do it now.
You're doing it right now. You're actually outside. You're outside the Starbucks right now. You put a little curtain in the back, and you covered up a little section of Starbucks. You're like, all right, what's your Wi-Fi password?
They're like, that's Jason. Leave that fucker alone.
He has little curtains surrounding him, stuff like that. But where Jason wants to talk about some stuff. But before we close that out, I want to talk about the series finale of Amber Turds and Johnny Depp's trial. Speaking of A Nightmare on Elm Street, am I right, guys? A Nightmare on Elm Street that is over almost.
Amber Turd.
Yeah, yes, thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, buddy. Amber Turd. So the series finale happened today. What'd you think? The series finale it didn't get canceled, but the ratings it just neared its end. The writers were like, all right, let's end this on a high note, and then basically. So, Kane, do you think this ended on terms like were you expecting Johnny Depp to win, or did you expect it the outcome that it came to?
Oh yeah, I was expecting him to win. I think the only thing that put doubt in my mind was that a lot of people were talking about how impossible it is to win a defamation case. I guess just 'cause it's so hard to prove. But yeah, he kind of won by a landslide. So
why?
Yeah, it looked like the jury did not believe her at all.
Why did he? Okay, so he won 15 million, but why did she get 2 million? What happened?
Because he was suing her for 50 million for defamation, and then she was countersuing
for like 100.
Yeah, for like 100.
I love how she got like she got like 1% of what she.
Yeah.
So how did that work? Hey Johnny, we're gonna give you 15 million of her money, but then you were taking 2 million of that back. And putting it back in her pocket.
So essentially he's getting 13 million. But you know damn well that 2 million is probably gonna go, or it's probably gonna go to lawyer fees. That shit ain't cheap.
Oh yeah,
lawyers.
Yeah, her lawyers cost 6 million, I think.
Yeah,
I think she was spending 6 million on.
So, and I know for a damn fact that she didn't make that much money in her career. I'm pretty sure they didn't pay her $5 million to be in Zombieland. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so she's probably probably not gonna pay, and then whatever future earnings she's gonna get from whoever hires her, will probably go back to to paying it off. So she's probably gonna go bankrupt because lawyers, high end lawyers like that last for what, weeks at a time. That shit ain't cheap, man. That shit ain't cheap. It's not like, oh, we're doing this pro bono. Don't worry about an Amber Heard turd. So I think, I'll be honest with you, because there's a lot of people angry on both sides. People who defend Johnny, people who defend Amber. There's a lot of people that I see who actually believe Amber and all that stuff. That's fine. I have no say in all this, but all I gotta say is at the end of the day, it just doesn't look good on both of them. I mean, it just, at the end of the day, it makes both of them look bad. Okay, Johnny Depp got $15 million and she got $2 million. I'm pretty sure he's not going to see a dime of that. So I guess at the end of the day, because Johnny Depp is loaded. He's been acting for a very long time. Those Tim Burton movies ain't, didn't give him, basically made him freaking wealthy or whatever. So he's good. Amber, I don't think, Aquaman 3, I don't think she's going to be in Aquaman 3, or if she is, I don't know, a couple minutes, whatever. But Jason,
I'm wondering if she'll even be in 2.
Aren't they like? They were like cutting her. She had a fight for it, and then I'm hearing Jason Momoa, Mamma Mia, and James Juan like fought to keep her on here on the movies. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's crazy out there because you want to believe everybody, but you also want to be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody could tell a lie, anybody could screw you over. And at the end of the day, it's just, you can't fully say, oh, I'm happy that Johnny Depp won, without somebody out there saying, oh, you're a pig because Amber Turd suffered as well. I'm not saying she didn't suffer. I'm pretty sure both of them, both of them don't look good in this. You know what I'm saying?
Pig.
Yeah. Oh man, you're a piece of shit, Frank. You suck. I'm not gonna get laid anymore. God dang it. I'm gonna be a virgin again. So I'll be honest with you. I'm glad it's over until this second season. Do they have any more? Are they done with the trials?
I think it's the statute of limitations. They're not allowed to do anything for a while.
Go for it, Jason.
I heard George Lucas is writing season 2.
Hey guys, he's on the courtroom. You guys mind if I sit in? Yes.
All green screen.
Yes, all green screen. It's all good.
Don't even need to do it. Just CGI's all the people in the crowd.
He can. He literally can. That's what he did in the other. He's not available. Let's CGI him. They have the ability to, like they were saying, like Marvel has the ability to add CGI Stan Lee in every movie from now on and ever. They don't, obviously he's dead, but they don't even need to. They apparently they have they inked the deal where he's able to show up in every Marvel movie ever made from now on. So that's nuts. But yeah,
probably did all the 3D scans of his face and
they have it on file and stuff like that. My favorite my favorite cameo from him is Deadpool, as when he's the strip club announcer guy. That's still my favorite one. I think.
That's right.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Give it up for Candy, evildoers. Oh, John Woo. Give it up for Candy.
Cinnamon Mindy,
give it up.
Hey, Cinnamon Mindy.
Give it up for Cinnamon Mindy.
Mindy, go over there and let cancel that guy. Oh wait, no, he's sleeping.
Excelsior. Jason, let's close this out strong, man. What did you want to talk about, man? The spotlight is on you. Close this out strong. We are at a brisk hour and 26 minutes.
Oh God, let's just save it for next time. But I will say this: I want to talk about metaverse. We can do it next time.
Yeah. God, you guys talk so fucking much. I wish you guys would just shut up. Wow. This is like I said. There is a PG show in us somewhere and a 45-minute show in there at some point. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. Dude, this is a good show.
Frank.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you want to go to the strip club tonight, and this time you don't fall asleep?
No, I'm going to fall asleep.
Cinnamon Mindy?
I'm going to fall asleep. Hey, man, don't make fun of
me. Mindy.
I fall asleep at a strip club once, and I don't hear the end of it. I was so tired. I had been up since 4 a.m., and Jason's like, you want to go to a strip club? I'm like, sure. As they're like, like
Were you
grinding
getting
it.
a lap
Yeah,
dance when it
probably. I don't remember. Apparently, they're like, who?
Nah,
They're like, who the
they
hell
just tried-
falls asleep at a strip club? Good lord.
They straight just walked by him,
Yeah,
and looked
they're-
at him real quick.
I was
and they're
just-
like, "Hey,
I was just another bum there, you know, passed out from like alcohol or whatever. Just that's probably how they saw me. But yeah, guys, you know, give it up, guys. We made it to episode 6. Let's give it up, man. Sorry, I have my little soundboard. Give it up, man. We made it. Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people make it to April. What are you, Jason? What are you doing? What's going on over there, Jason? All right, yeah. There we go. Soundboard. Episode 6. Are we able to make it to episode 7? We'll see how the ratings. We'll see how the ratings go, and we'll see. What do you think, Jason? What is it in our cards to do episode 7? You think
it is." I mean, if Johnny Depp can go a whole month with his case, we can do it.
All right, guys. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. We've been renewed for at least one episode. Bye. Let's get out of here.
It's a struggle.
John Woo.